This weekend, a new Disney movie based on the theme park attraction has dropped, and so here are my thoughts on it. Hi, my name is Nathan, and I talk about a bunch of movies and TV shows on this channel. If you're new here, down below in the comment section, share what you thought of Haunted Mansion over on my channel. I have more content like this. Check those out once this video is over. Click that like button and be sure to subscribe because it really does help. And with that said, let's just get straight into it, talking about the good. And right off the bat, I think that this movie just has a very charming set of characters. I mean, you get a cast that is able to play them really well, and therefore, because they got a bunch of charismatic actors and actresses together, they can be a lot of fun together on screen and do a bunch of the fun shenanigans you expect from a Disney horror-esque film. And so therefore you have people like Jamie Lee Curtis, Danny DeVito, Owen Wilson, Rosario Dawson, Lakeith, and you get a bunch of people in here that they're just fun to see on screen together. They bring so much lively screen presence, and so I think this movie just has a very charming set of characters that it delivers, and it's a spooky Disney movie that can be accessible to broad audiences. Like, this is not, if you're looking for a horror movie, something that will freak you out, and you're looking to watch a movie like that in the theater, that's not really what this movie is. This is a film that's made, it's like a horror movie made for families, as it has all this spooky stuff with the CGI ghosts and everything, and it's a horror movie kind of meant for a younger audience. And if you're an extreme horror fan, you're probably not going to like this movie, but it's a safe horror film meant for a younger audience. And also, keep in mind that this is a horror comedy, and so there are some nice laughs all throughout. There are several scenes and sequences in this movie that the theater I went to, it had a bunch of people laughing out loud throughout, myself included. It's just a bunch of fun little scenes and sequences that could just pep up and make you laugh, and that is spread all throughout the film.
People used to eat here.
She's good. It's a dining room.
And it manages to also have some heart and emotion sprinkled into it, as it's not just this film made by Disney that's gonna be, it's not just a movie that is one note and flat. It manages to have some heart and emotion with the backstories that they give certain characters. In particular, our lead character has a certain backstory that has a nice little payoff at the end, and so does the little boy in the film, that he gets his nice bit of payoff at the end because of the stuff they've established in the film to that point in time. And there's a bunch of fun sequences in this movie if you like the attraction it's based off of. And what I mean by that is that this movie is based off of the Disneyland, Disney World attraction called the Haunted Mansion. I'm 13 years old, and as somebody who's been on the attraction all the time, I live in California, go to Disneyland a lot, pretty much once every year, I'm pretty sure. And as somebody who's been on the attraction a lot, and somebody who knows all the scenes in the attraction, I had a lot of fun with the scenery and stuff in this movie. Simply because I'm young, I've been to Disneyland a lot of times, and so I had a lot of fun with a bunch of the stuff they put in this movie. And so, this movie's not aiming to be like the best children's movie, the best horror movie, or anything like that. It's not even aiming to be that scary, but it's just meant to be fun, small little family entertainment, and I think it does that quite nicely. There are a few problems I have with this movie as well, so let's move on to the bad. And how I think people will enjoy this movie, I think the one thing on the big hand is that it really depends on how much you like the attraction it's based off of and how much you get out of your experience with that attraction at Disneyland. And it just really depends on how much you like it. And because of all the sight gags and stuff like that, even the main villain of the movie. And so I think it's tied a little bit more to whether you like a theme park ride than liking this actual movie. Likewise, I felt that the movie, with all the positive things I had to say about this movie, it's never really enough. And in particular, I mean that when I said it gives out a bit of heart and emotion with the characters and their backstories, the characters themselves are not very compelling. It's a film where, like, it has all this backstory about the characters and has all this emotion about the characters that Disney is really good at doing. But the characters themselves aren't the most compelling, and they're not the most memorable characters, as they each get their moment to shine, sure, but they're always, like, even if they have their backstories, it's not as emotional as it should be. It doesn't draw out some big emotions. And that seems to be the problem with a bunch of these Disney live action movies, is that, like, they should have a lot more emotion than they actually do. And this movie is no exception to that. And so those are my two pretty big problems with the movie. Like, and also to mention here, like, when it has nice laughs out throughout, it's not comedic enough. When it's spooky, it's not scary enough. It's just never really enough to elevate it to that next level. And so those are some pretty big problems with the movie to me. And so final score on this one, overall I go a B. If you want to take your family out to see a movie or anything, sure, check this one out. Safe, fun family entertainment. That's what this movie is. And it's not trying to be anything more, not trying to be anything less. It's just right there in the middle. And so, there you have it. Those are my thoughts on Haunted Mansion. Over on my channel, I have more content like this. Check those out right now. Down below in the comment section, share what you thought of Haunted Mansion. And click that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around to the end. I will see you in the next one.